Superfuse describes itself as a cartoon-themed video game that offers fast-paced combat, extensive customization, single-player and online co-opus, and a mysterious story. Starting in early access, Superfuse feels like a game that's just starting to figure out what it is and how it works, but hasn't quite figured out how to bring it all together into one exciting and coherent experience. Superfuse begins by allowing players to choose between 3 classes: Elementalist, Berserker, and Technologist. Each class has several unique skills, abilities, ability trees, and fuses. Similar to enchantments in God of War, Ragnarok, fuses are items that change certain abilities, such as increasing the radius of an attack or the size of a projectile. Circuit Breaker's goal was to let players hyper-customize their abilities to better suit their playstyle, and it largely succeeded. While fuses appear frequently, many either do not apply to the player's chosen class or cannot be assigned for reasons that are often unclear. This lack of clarity is symptomatic of a growing problem with Superfuse. It is its inability to provide context or guidance. Superfuse's failure to provide clear tutorials on its various game mechanics does a huge disservice to players who are now forced to figure out a very focused and unintuitive system. For example, players around the world can find powerful melee weapons that, even if equipped, cannot be used unless the ability is assigned with one of the mouse buttons. Also, the equipped weapon doesn't actually fill the slot where the skill is, so every time the player levels up or unlocks a new skill, it's automatically replaced by the skill. Superfuse also doesn't introduce the story or world at any point, leaving players to watch the demo trailer to get an idea of the background. In summary, Earth perished, but the corporate elite came to save with their space stations and spaceships. Once in space, the billionaires start experimenting on themselves and gain immortality and are treated like gods, like Father Zenith from Horizon Forbidden West. But just when people began to challenge God, corruption suddenly appeared and threatened humanity. The gods then created the enforcers to fight the corruption, and while the origin of the corruption remained a mystery, they once again became saviors. It's a simple and predictable story, but Superfuse doesn't convey that information or explore it very well during gameplay. There is some NPC dialogue that often praises the gods, and there are occasional audio logs that mention them, but the quests offered by the NPCs have little to do with the story. Some quests take players to areas that serve as reminders of the larger story, but these moments seem to be revealed randomly rather than on purpose. The result is a lack of connection to this world, as Superfuse offers no clear purpose or end goal. Despite being Superfuse's strongest element, it is also difficult to counter. It manages to provide a lot of fun features that are great to use and stand out from other options. However, it's also far from fast-paced, as the most effective and consistent way to fight is to keep your distance and spam projectiles. This is because left-clicking activates both movement and attack, so the inputs are often mixed up and cause players to walk into enemy attacks. Overall, Superfuse is a promising game with interesting systems. For fans of the genre who are interested in something new, this early access period and the changes that come with it may be worth checking out and participating in, but be aware that this title has some tricky areas to navigate before you jump in. Advantage: Superfuse will launch in early access on PC on Steam on January 31st. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and support my channel.